morning, you guys. I do not have the right materials to recall her. I'm pretty sure she'd come, but I just don't have a treat for her. Came out unprepared. Okay. So I wanted to do a bit of an update. And honestly, this is just me expressing my thoughts about her bowed legs. So it's not going to be any new information. I probably have said this in other videos about her bowed legs, but this is my thought process. So today's Friday. Monday, this upcoming Monday, she has an appointment, so we will actually get this figured out for sure. But I don't know, unfortunately, fortunately, whatever you want to think about it, I am pessimistic. So I'm always thinking about like all the possibilities, right? And one of the things that I've read on the internet, and just be aware that there's a lot of stuff on the internet. You can put anything on the internet, so some things may or may not be right, depending on your dog. But even so, with the stuff that I've read on the internet, it does seem that bowed legs in puppies this young are not really a concern, right? Like it's just because they're growing fast, and their the nutritional intake that they have is just not keeping up. That being said, if it is nutritional, which it probably is, I have to figure out two things. Yeah, two things for sure. One, I had put her on adult food based on a recommendation that I got from a breeder. Not necessarily her breeder. Her breeder had her on a raw diet, but when she was younger. But the thing with a raw diet is that you really have to be really kind of accurate with what you're giving your dog, or they can have long-term side effects of that, long-term consequences of that, because they need certain nutritions to grow, and if you don't give them that in the raw diet, then they're just not going to grow properly. Anyway, so I just don't have the expertise, so I decided not to go that route, even though I do give my dogs raw every once in a while. I haven't done that recently, but Jack's birthday is coming up, so she will be doing a raw feeding this Sunday, so you guys will probably see that on Monday. Anyway, so I didn't want to do the raw feeding, right? So, but Kratos, his reader had told me, like, yeah, you can probably put him on adult immediately. And I did not. I gave him puppy food up until recently, actually. He was on puppy food for a long time. And then he recently transferred over to the adult food. So, but I kind of kept that in mind. I also read something online that's like, oh yeah, if your puppy's experiencing a bowed legs issue, then you should really switch them to adult food, this, that, and the fourth. Monitor their play, whatever, whatnot. And so that's what I did. And I'm not actually seeing any difference. And I'm honestly warned. Hi, pretty girl. What's going on? Hi, Mars. Hi, pretty girl. What's going on? She's like, what is these noises you making over there? I'm over here just laughing. That's all. Pretty girl. I actually should be working, to be completely honest. I'm really excited because, as you guys probably saw, Curly, what do you stepped on, Liam? What you stepped on? Oh my goodness. Can I walk forward? You're not supposed to be chewing on that anyway. No. Mars, no. Good girl. She's getting better at it. She's still super stubborn, let me tell you guys. Come on, Mars. I'm gonna give her something when we get inside, just so she doesn't think that calling. Because, unfortunately, today's Friday, I still have to work. So, she has to go in her little pen out here. Which she does not enjoy. Mars, come here. Hi, I'm here. Sit. Good girl. Okay. Good girl, Mars. Anyway, I have to let her bounce around here. There's Jack looking all sad and stuff. Mars being a good girl. Oh, she's a good girl. She's like, where's my treat, lady? I don't want to hear nothing about a good girl. Give me my treat. With her kennel only, her getting in her kennel only, I have kind of decided to sometimes give her a treat when she goes in, but sometimes not, simply because she eats in her kennel, so it's already a good place for her. Like, she's basically kennel trained. She just gotta work on her inside ears. Such a good girl. I guess I can walk. I really do need to, like, sit back down so you guys can see the other dogs. Kratos is in his kennel. Paco's around here somewhere. And Jack's clearly by the door. Anywho. So, I have read... Well, let me just do... She's not going to like this. Because I want her to be in the video. Because you guys haven't seen her in a while. I was going to sit here and just look at her and talk, but she's not going to enjoy that. Okay. There's a good girl. Let's let her bounce around. She just had water before we went outside, so I don't want to give her anything while I have to sit down and and work. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So part of me is thinking that, okay, I put on her adult food immediately. Maybe she really needed the puppy food. She just needed time to acclimate to the puppy food. Because honestly, what's made a difference is her being on a soft surface. Her food intake has not made a difference. So I'm thinking that maybe I should transfer her back over to puppy food and actually have her being on puppy food for a long time or a longer time. So, however, I do want to talk about that first. So it's not that far away, but that might be what we do. But I don't think it's a genetic issue. I think it's just trying to figure out what food goes well for her. And even speaking about that, like I said, the food that I've had thus far has been really good. I've seen other breeders use it. I'm not sponsored, but I use Diamond, the brand Diamond. So they have a lot of different stuff for different stages of your dog's life and different sizes. And so, so I've been using Diamond. It's been really good. Paco's on Diamond. Jack and Kratos has been on Diamond. And so they did fine. So I'm thinking that maybe her bonus started because she was on raw with her breeder. But that's not what happened. That's not... The food that the people who transported her was clearly kibble. And I don't know what kind of kibble. It was just in a little plastic baggie. But it's clearly kibble. Who are you taking on a walk, Miss Thing? It was clearly kibble, right? And so I don't know what kind of kibble it is, but I guess maybe that kibble just wasn't really working for her. And she'd been on a road for 3 days, right? So I'm guessing that maybe that's what... Jack, enough. Absolutely not. She's acting like she's about to come out here. Like she was just outside. Like all my dogs went out. Samara goes out first. Then this would be cute if she actually knew that leashes mean walks. She'd be like, "Come on, I have the leash. I'm at the door. Where are you at?" But she doesn't actually use a leash. I mean, I'll use it every once in a while, but we've been doing really well on recall, so there's not really a reason. Anyway, back to the point, guys, because I do have to go sit down back to work. But yeah. Anyway. So I don't know what kind of food they gave her, but I'm thinking that's the reason why her feet started bowing when I first started. Like the first day that she was here, and her feet started bowing. Her feet started becoming bowed, but at that time she was still transferring over from the other food. So I'm thinking that maybe that's the reason why, possibly that her feet were bowed just because of that food. And then if I left her on the puppy food for a longer time, she'd be fine. But I don't know. We'll take it to the vet and see, and maybe they'll bind her feet up and whatever. But like I said, like I mentioned before, I do not think it's a genetic issue, which is good. But I do need it to be fixed before, I need her to not to be a permanent thing. So we went to the vet, so they might bind her feet so that it's in the proper orientation for her to walk on. And if we do that, I don't know what her level of activity with the other dogs is going to be. I've been keeping her level of activity very low. Like you guys usually see all of her play videos, and so there's very few videos that you guys have. There's very few times that she's played with another dog that I haven't gotten on video. So I'm looking at destroying my house. I'm actually not worried. This is specifically for this outdoor room, this room. So, and her teeth aren't really strong enough to really do a lot of damage yet. But anyway, you guys. So that's basically where my thoughts are. So like I'm not worried about being a genetic issue, but even then we still need to get it fixed. So even though her food is the food that I've had her on has been good in the past, and we might need to change it. We might need to add supplements to their diet. I don't know. We'll see what the vet says. So, but I'll keep you guys informed. So anyway, guys, short update. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.